I am Sir William IV, representative of Otology, and I bring to you today, from the Creator, the Declaration of Independence. When in course of digital events it becomes necessary for some content creators to assume complete control over their material, and to sever the ties that have connected them to other platforms. This is what Otology has been working towards for over a year. Webotology used to act as a front page of sorts for Otology, with other hosts such as YouTube and SoundCloud acting as providers of Otology content. This meant that if anything were to happen to these larger platforms, the future of Otology brands like Videotology, Artotology, and the now discontinued Otology Records would be compromised. Furthermore, these platforms have established bounds for what content can and cannot be published, while Otology understands why these bounds exist. After all, these platforms are run by businesses, and these rules exist to ensure the influence and profit of that business. Otology still would prefer not to be restrained by any rules out of the control of the creator. Thus, for these reasons and more, Otology began the process of centralization in 2019. The Otology centralization process was the plan to make all branches of Otology exclusive to Webotology.com, and make sure that all of these brands were under the full jurisdiction of Otology. On December 9th, 2019, Videotology left YouTube due to mounting grievances, such as, and not limited to, the appalling enforcement of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act of 1998, the rather extreme enforcement of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act of 1998, the advertiser-friendly policy introduced in 2016, the blatant admittance of not being under obligation to host any individual's content, the growing corporate nature of YouTube, and the abandoning of independent small-time creators, the easily abusable YouTube flagging system, leading to unwarranted takedowns of innocent YouTube videos and channels, the growing list of similarities between YouTube and cable television, and the faulty implementation of the YouTube algorithm. This was the beginning of the Otology centralization process. Otology Records was discontinued, the SoundCloud was abandoned. Videotology migrated to BitChute, where we are right now, in the hopes that they would serve as a solution to the YouTube problem. However, BitChute would eventually not serve, because Videotology is now leaving BitChute for good, due to the following reasons. The glitchy and unreliable nature of BitChute's hosting service. The fact that BitChute's existence hinges on the generosity of its users and viewers, who must also have invested in cryptocurrency. The hyper-political nature of the BitChute community clashing with Otology's desire to remain apolitical. Now, Videotology is being hosted exclusively on Webotology.com, and the Otology centralization process is complete. Now, Otology's future is left in the hands of the Creator, and hopefully this future is a bright one, for at this moment, Otology declares complete independence from the internet.